What's going on, HeartBreaker Nation? My name is Spev, and today I'm bringing you one of the first Gears of War 3 uploads on this channel. For all of you who don't know me, I am a Gears of War veteran. I've been playing Gears since about 07, and Gears of War is actually the reason I bought an Xbox. I'm just a fellow YouTuber and fellow gamer, here to bring you a review on the Gears of War 3 beta and, you know, break a few hearts along the way. So let's get right into things. First off, we have one of the biggest additions to the Gears of War franchise, and that is dedicated servers. We didn't get to play on them the entire time during the beta, but that's actually a good thing as well, because we got to play on P2P, which is just regular hosts as well, and they were both surprisingly really good. The dedicated servers were really smooth, they helped reduce the lag in ranked games, and really helped make gameplay, you know, like I said before, a lot more smooth and enjoyable, help things flow a lot better, and I think they're an excellent addition to the game. And for the the final game in the trilogy, I think they're really needed to help, you know, push this game over the top. Now, P2P, or playing on host, was actually surprisingly great as well, compared to Gears of War 1 or 2. Playing on host, it was really not that laggy at all. I was surprised. I was playing on host a lot when the servers were down, and I was thinking that I was playing on a server. I really did not know. Personally, I am a competitive player for Gears of War, and I was worried about this when I heard about Gears of War 3 having dedicated servers, because Epic confirmed that there were no dedicated servers for private matches, which means things like game battles, you would still have to play on host, and I was a little bit sketchy about that because, you know, there would still be a giant host advantage, and I was really not looking forward to that. But after playing on host in Gears of War 3, you know, I realized that there's really not a giant difference like there was in Gears of War 1 or 2. And I think that even, you know, competitive play like in game battles or something, although you probably still will switch hosts, of course, and stuff like that, you know, it's going to be a lot better. And, you know, just private matches with your friends, competitive play, anything, it's going to be great, and it's going to be a lot less laggy, and it's going to be just a lot smoother, cleaner experience for Gears of War 3. Next, I want to talk about my favorite weapon in Gears of War, and that is the Gnasher shotgun. My favorite weapon in all three Gears of War so far, and probably will always be my favorite weapon. And I love what they've done with it in Gears of War 3. I love the shotgun in Gears of War 1. In Gears of War 2, I do not like what they did with it after Title Update 6. And for all of you who don't know what that is it's the current update that Gears of War 2 is under. It made the shotgun very overpowered when hard aiming, and it made it, you know, not very effective in other forms of aiming like pop shotting or hip firing. But in Gears of War 3, they fixed that a lot to where, you know, all forms of aiming are, you know, really the same, and it really helped make the shotgun, you know, so much more fun like it was in Gears of War 1. I know a lot of hardcore Gears of War players that have been, you know, around as long as I have playing Gears are really happy with the Gnasher, and I'm really glad what they've done with it. Speaking of close range combat, I want to talk about the sawed-off shotgun. It's a big issue for discussion, and a lot of people have some strong opinions about it. A lot of people love the weapon, they think it's a really cool addition to the series, and a lot of people think it's a terrible, absolutely evil thing. As you can see, I'm about to get absolutely wasted by this kid with the sawed-off. He just turns around. Probably wasn't really even aiming, I don't know, I wasn't on the screen, but he just runs through me. As you can see, he just runs through one of my other teammates, downs them from, you know, a pretty good distance, which is kind of ridiculous at times. But, you know, at the same time, guys, you have to not be a victim of this weapon. There's a lot of things you can do to avoid it, you know, taking wide corners, keeping your distance, being cautious. There's a ton of things you can do to not become a victim of the sawed-off shotgun. A lot of people get really frustrated by this because it's such an easy kill, and they think that the sawed-off should be incredibly nerfed out of, you know, all recognition. They think that it should be a pickup weapon on the map. But personally, I like the fact that you have more customization when spawning, and I like that you have 3 starting rifles, and I like the fact that you have another shotgun to choose from. Personally, I almost always choose the Gnasher, but I do think that the sawed-off shotgun should stay as a spawnable weapon. I don't like the fact that it isn't a hit and miss, and what I mean by that is that I think that the shotgun should either be a body or not. I don't like the fact that it downs people, because it can down people from, you know, a pretty surprising distance sometimes. I think that it should either body someone, or if the player is already hurt, I think it should be able to down them, but I don't think that you should just be able to run up towards people and down people. You know, it just seems a little bit unfair to me. But at the same time, if you think about it, you know, it makes sense that it downs people. It really does make sense, because any other weapons like that, you know? If you think about it, if you're not close enough to body someone with a weapon, wouldn't it make sense that it would down them? So at the same time, I think to myself, this really does make sense that it downs people. You know, if you're not close enough to get a body, it only makes sense that it would down someone. So, you know, I'm kind of skeptical on the whole downing situation, but let me know what you guys think on that issue. You know, drop a comment below in the comment section, and let me know what you're thinking about that. What do you think should happen with the sawed-off shotgun? I'm really interested to know what, you know, the community's opinions are on this issue. Next, I want to talk about the Retro Lancer, the Pendulum Lancer, the Plancer, you know, whatever you want to call it. You know, I have a strong opinion on this weapon. I like the fact that it's a powerful, more close-range, medium-range weapon. I like that. But at the same time, I think there's a few things that should be changed in the full game. I think the Retro Lancer Charge is a cool new feature. It gives the gun a little bit of twist. But, you know, I call it the Retro Poke is what I call it. The Retro Poke. And what I mean by that is where people are kind of medium range and they start to retro charge you, but you know, they're not far enough to get a charge and you know, actually, you know, lift you up in the air and bayonet, you know, stab you. And they just sit. I call it the poke. Like I said, the retro poke. They just kind of come towards you a little bit and poke you with it, and you're almost completely red, or in Gears 1 terms, you're almost 4-pointed. And, you know, it's really hard after that to get away because the blind fire is very powerful and very, you know, devastating on the retro. And after someone, quote, retro pokes you, they can simply just blind fire a few bullets and you're immediately downed. I think that's pretty cheap, and I don't think that, you know, you should be able to retro poke people and it should damage them that much. That's one thing I don't like about the retro. The next thing is the absolutely devastating blind fire. It's so ridiculous how accurate the blind fire is on the retro, and I think that it should be tamed down. I don't mind the aiming as much. Like I said, I like the fact that it's a powerful weapon and gives it a little bit of a twist, but I think that the blind fire should be tamed, be less accurate, and, you know, it shouldn't be as cheap and overpowered as it is. And I think a lot of people would agree with me on that. Well guys, that just about wraps it up for my opinions on the Gears of War 3 beta. I didn't get to talk about every single detail, but I love what they've done with the game. I love the hit detection. It's you know, it's a lot better than it was in any of the other games. I love all the new features, and I think it's definitely going to be the best Gears of War 3 of the trilogy. It's going to be an awesome game. And I hope you guys, you know, enjoyed this video. I went 17-1. I had some pretty good gameplay for you guys, so I hope you did enjoy that. And also, you know, I want to know your opinions, and I'm sure everyone, you know, the directors of this channel and, you know, all the HeartBreaker Nation want to know what everybody thinks. So drop your opinion in the comment section below and let everyone know what your stand is on these issues. Thank you guys for watching. Like this video, push like on the video to help boost this channel, give it a little bit more exposure so we can, you know, grow the HeartBreaker Nation and get a bigger audience. This is an awesome channel. I love what the directors are doing with it. And hopefully they'll put my channel in the description so you guys can come say hi to me. I'd appreciate that. And thank you guys for watching. Once again, leave your opinion in the comment section. And remember about opinions that everyone has their own opinion and not to be too harsh on other people. And you know what I'm saying? Just try not to break any hearts, guys. So, yep. Peace out, HeartBreaker Nation. My name is Spev, and I'm out.